gather some ideas. So what's a great next step?
Just Helen. Oh, I will be Helen. Just to say that there are a lot of interested groups here that we don't know why they've all come, that if they could write on their cards what they're actually interested in as their interests, main interests. And it could be a real cross-section across, because we feel there are lots of pockets in Liverpool that are doing worthy works, but they're not necessarily connecting. You are the connector.
Thank you. Does anybody, you can applaud if you want. Was that a good idea? That's something we've dreamt about as Engage, in trying to get all the wonderful work that's going on in Liverpool in little silos. We've got to start talking together and coming together. So that's a great next step. Anybody else want to suggest another next step? First name and your next step.
I would say, because these things have been, Richard Scott, actually, from National Welfare says to Stroke Scouse Flower House, but I would say a real circular economy, and one that doesn't get battered by procurement in terms of how things work in the city, which excludes circular economy principles, I think. So a real circular economy that keeps the pound.
Do you like that idea? Some people do. Okay. Over here. Name and your idea. Next step.
Hilary, I think what's very important, it starts with education. You should go into schools, talk to young people, tell them how important the environment is. They take it for granted.
Okay, education with schools and young people. Great idea, thank you. Anybody else want to share what you've heard in your little group?
My name's Steph. I think we should consider health in the community in the context of the environment. And I think Liverpool Council needs to work with all the councils along the Mersey Basin to deal with the cancerous chemicals that Mersey is amongst the worst in the world. And the death rate from cancer in Liverpool is 30% higher than the England average. So there definitely needs to be action. I've got Wirral Council to agree to do that.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Hi. Guy Jameson. I was thinking of having a collection of a database of skills and experience throughout life, and collecting all those people who have free time on their hands and could volunteer as a large group or in lots of small working groups to come up with innovative ideas and to work together in lots of different areas of life, because we've got pensioners who really want to be active and have so much to offer. While retired, we have a large amount of people who may be unable to work full time but can work in lots of other areas, and like mental health, physical health, and also children. And I was tying it in with what my friend here, Di, says, so which is about funding projects like this.
Thanks very much. Anybody else? Yeah, just name and...
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jess. So we were talking a lot about like funding and stuff. And firstly, I'd like to say there's so many amazing community groups in Liverpool doing great work. And for instance, like Home Baked only has one employed person who gets paid, and there's so many people volunteering on the group. And there needs to be easy funding available for these groups trying to do good things. And another thing, maybe for Engage, would be to make these events easily accessible for young people. Maybe not paid tickets, so students can come to these events and get involved.
Can I answer that one? Students could come free. We gave the universities that we were working with a code for all students to use to come free. And the other is a donation, but you're absolutely right, we have tried. There was a code that you could put in. So if there are any students here who have paid and don't want to, we'll refund your money. So we do want to be accessible to students very much. Anybody else want to comment on another? Just your name, please, and then your next step.
Hi, my name's Mark. I heard the comment over here about educating younger generations, but I think we really need to educate the people who are making decisions at the moment. I live over on the Wirral, and our council is spraying glyphosate, which I'm sure many of you know is a deadly to marine life. They're spraying it straight onto the beaches in order to try and stop natural vegetation growing on the beaches. And one of my councillors that I've written to actually believes that more CO2 comes out of volcanoes than comes from human activity. So I'm very, very concerned about the levels of expertise and scientific knowledge amongst the decision makers.
Thank you very much. And that's before we start talking about the American elections and the outcome. Bloody hell, what a mess. That'll have to be edited out, Joe. Anybody else want to share an idea, a next step? We're going to collect all these together, and we will publish everything that you've written on those documents, which is why we want you to write it down. Can I ask you just to flip your card now and be so kind while I'm winding up just to write some feedback for us? It's really critical to engage. We get no funding. We have to ask for sponsorship, find the funding for everything we do, and we're committed to doing that. So to put this seminar series on probably cost us in the region of about £8,000. And that's why we ask for support and why we go out to funders. So we're very grateful for the help we've had.